Alright guys, so we're about to VOD review game number 6. We're Andilex and Nate 1. If you're unfamiliar with this channel and my YouTube, I'm Speedy Gonzalez. I'm a Fortnite competitive coach. And we're just VOD reviewing the wins from FNCS Duo Warm-Up Weekend. This is game 6, Andilex 1. And I'm gonna put together a playlist. Look out for that. You can have that playing in the background while you do creative. You can VOD review as you choose. But yeah, all that I ask is that if at the end of the video you enjoyed the content, if you would consider subscribing. That's pretty much it. So off the rip, I noticed that they land Sweaty, right? Yeah, 2 Team Grotto, Dirty, and then Misty were the previous 5 wins of the weekend. And this is the first Steamy game. I'm not sure where Nate... So they land houses. They land south and western houses away from basically the shit show that is yeah, Mongrel and Benji on the hotel. Interesting. So they made it out alive. They left disengaged from Sweaty probably, right? Because on Twitter, Mongrel and Benji were saying they would literally grief anyone. Maybe I can pull up the tweet while we VOD review. They would literally grief anyone who lands Sweaty. Let's see it. Yeah, so there's actually like a little bit of rivalry between these two, right? So Nate and Andilex, Mongrel and Benji, never leaving. So looks like they saw Benji went down in the kill feed and they come in to try to third party. So for them, they got shielded, they got kitted. They find the body, they dance on them a little bit. Benji knew it was coming. Now it's a 2v1 versus Mongrel. Obviously they play a little bit slow because even though it's a 2v1, it's still Mongrel, so you don't want to get one pump. Mongrel, I think, is just kind of hiding somewhere in the basement. I'm guessing he's just... I mean, we can tune in. Yeah, all he has is a pump. He's not going to be able to do much. Yeah, his only choice is to hide, unfortunately. Then they find him. And then that's kind of it. Dance on him. Because there's a rivalry going on in Steamy, and that's kind of it. Nothing really to write home about. They just third-partied the fight. Benji was knocked, so they pushed in. Smart push. I think they probably would have disengaged had they not had something to push off of. So let's just fast forward a little bit. And that's a little bit of Stormthirst Sag as well. Or whatever they got off of Mongrel and the Benji Thirst. And get their mats up. Sometimes I feel like skipping, man. Like, you guys can obviously skip in the video, or you can fast forward through all this. I'm 4xing, but if I skip on the replay file, it's just kind of slow, man. It's just a little bit slow to skip on the replay file because it'll take forever to buffer. So it's just better for me to just 4x it. That way you could also have it on the video and see the rotates. So they roll up on a little bit of a fight. This guy has his back exposed. He covers it up, luckily. The guy got so lucky that he covered his back. So they're playing a little bit on the edge of her circle. Look to get tags. They got traded. And they're gonna... fight this maybe? I don't even know what this is. What is this? They're just in an awkward position. Both teams just kind of holding each other. Okay, so finally the disengage decision kind of comes in. So they decide to push north. Yeah, they're just dipping into the river to disengage. They spent a little bit of wood. Nothing too bad. They probably need to refarm it. Let's work this again. So they need to rotate in. If they white line it, it's not great. Like, it'd be better if they try to stick north maybe before they get in. But it looks like they're just gonna stick to the river. Okay, river seems pretty free. They get into risky. So they're in. Yeah, and they're basically just kind of threading a needle right here to get into third. They have a team south, they have a team north. And everyone just needs to kind of get north into this kind of position right here. Under the hill, or north of the hill even. Or exits a little bit. And the team's hiding in the bushes, bro, like... Yeah, okay, so they're just gonna decide to push all the way north. I mean, what choice do you really have when there's a potential team just hiding in the bush? Like, you never know. There's a ton of bushes here and they probably didn't leave. They just kind of used the cliff to rotate north. No one's really looking at them, thankfully. Gonna 4x this to speed it up a little bit more. They end up getting in here, edge of third. And they're just kind of chilling. Yeah, they're just kind of chilling on brick right now. Yeah, and they use this little peak box. So edge of third. They got some slumper stacks already, so they're not too stressed about it. And then they kind of get edge of fourth. You good, man? You good, Andy? Oh, they had skins this whole time. You good, Andy, bro? Like, did you accidentally tap your aimbot? What's going on? Did you accidentally tap your aimbot key? What is this? That piece of grass threatening you? I'm not sure what that was, but alright. Alright, so they get into... I like that they went north of the mountain versus going like where Boyer is literally at right now. Like earlier on. So they don't have a launch pad. Alright, so they basically get gifted fifth. I don't think anyone's gonna hold them. In fact, they're holding everyone else. This is... So, what I'm gonna watch out for right now is like, they need to get right here, bro. And they're not really rotating. They're not gonna be able to use old builds because they're literally holding anyone who would be able to build for them. And they're pretty easy to hold. I mean, granted, they just have to get here. They're, yeah, they're just staying outside of 5th and holding people as long as possible. Not for tags even, maybe like for kills. So I'm curious to see like when they're actually gonna start deciding to go. And what they look for to not get held. So team kind of ramps them. There's other teams that glider. Okay. So they didn't go first. Yeah. And now, whereas before they would have been held, there's some nice builds created by other people that help them a little bit. Not saying they would have get held or griefed going in, but the risk of getting C4 or AR sprayed by people that do get 5th is always there. I think we saw that like in the Jan and VOD review where they decided not to, like even though they were pretty close to 5th, they decided to go late, let other people launch pad to 5th so that they wouldn't be the only ones there first and risk getting C4'd. So that's kind of a nice takeaway from 2 games. So they don't get the zone pull, they get back forward, they don't have a launch pad. And they're just like trying to grief people basically. What's the rotation 4-6? Build to the loot. Genius, dude. Not actually genius. I was just expecting. I was hoping to see something crazy. Ooh. So this is kind of what I talked about this in my launchpad video. The ground rotates are somewhat free because half the lobby. Let's go back. So they didn't get zone right. So in most situations, like a team would be pretty screwed. So that's them right here. Right, so they start rotating on foot. Everyone that was around them just goes up into the air, and this is them. Reasonably free, just kind of using old tarps because everyone who's on the ground probably started early tarping. There are some people on the low ground griefing each other, yeah, but they're staying on the higher layers. Right, this is them right here. Finally, they run into people. They start to run into people towards the front border of 5th, basically. Alright, let me slow this down. Yeah, so now they're in 6. They just took a free rotate through our builds, through the higher layers, basically. Andilex died. They won this? Nayte clutched this, bro? So Nayte as a solo got the final win of the game. What? Let's watch this. I'm excited. So there's 16 people alive. What's the player? So he flops. He gets more flops. He had 5 floppers. Okay. He tags that boy up. Reloads his RPG. 2 more flops. Double kill. Basically. No, single kill. Single kill siphon. Doesn't get any more floppers off of that, but he does get matted. Not even matted. He's got like 6 builds, bro. No way. No way. Wow. 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 So floppers staying back, getting a little bit of match, goes up a little bit. Kills Benji. Kills that guy, and then he didn't even see this guy, but he kills that guy. Insane. Nasty aim too, yeah. That game was insane. What happened to Andilex? Where'd he die? How'd he die? Andilex almost tossed it, bro. Okay. So, what caused him to die here? Let's see. Get it down. He whiffed that. And he made it there too late. Yeah. So editing in... Let's back it up again. Okay, so here's Nayte tarping for them. Here's Andilex. Trying to edit in. Oh, and yeah, there's a guy with a floor edit. Just taking advantage of him not covering his head, basically. There's also a pad there, but that's beside the point. Yeah, super free. He didn't even do much. I don't know, man. I think just off of that, like, it should be a good habit that whenever you drop down onto like a layer to edit like that, you should cover your head. Like, let's see it. Right here. So he did cover his head here. He could have gone a step further and like covered right here and then edited down, or once he was down here, he could like cover here. Obviously, there's no anticipating getting shot from the back, but that's the whole point of building. I mean, it's just like insurance. Either there or like drop down there and build here. But yeah, you're so vulnerable when you're trying to like edit down into a ramp like this. I know that's just what you have to do. There's no if, buts, or maybes. Cover your head when you gotta go into your duo's tarp from the top position. It'd be even better if you just like if you drop right on the tarp and boxed up and then edit it in right here. And then like edit it through and then you're chilling from all angles. Cool. So that's Andilex and Nayte's insane clutch up. That was actually insane. I have no idea how he pulled it off. Well, floppers is how he pulled it off, but still insane shotgun aim as well. But that's pretty much the end of game 6. That's the last and final game of EU FNCS Duos warm-up weekend. That is a mouthful to say. All I'll say is that if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. And I'm going to make a playlist. Consider just letting that play on repeat. And I'll catch you guys on the NA version of this, I suppose. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.